Good evening everybody, I am Komang Arianti and today I would like to continue the presentation from my friend Yapratnya Paramita. So in English there are several orthography symbols for some letters. The orthography deals with the way in which a language uses combinations of letters or symbols to represent the sounds of that language. Each language has its own orthography, its way of expressing sounds with letters or symbols. For example, English does have two orthographic symbols for K, namely K and Ch. But these do not systematically signal to separate allophones. The spelling system simply has a redundant extra symbol here. Furthermore, some phonemes are spelled consistently but not with a single graph, so the phonemic difference between the English nasal m, n, and ng and ram, ran, and ran is signaled orthographically by ng and rank. So we will continue with the second topic, the native phoneme system. More importantly, our native phoneme system tends to get in the way when we try to learn the other languages. It is perhaps unsurprising that we should find it difficult at the first to produce sounds which do not figure at all in our first language. However, it is just as difficult and sometimes worse to learn sounds which are phonemically contrastive in the language we are learning. But allophones of a single phoneme in our native system, for instance, there is no contrast between aspirated th sounds and unaspirated t sounds in English. We can predict that the former appears only word initially. For example, in Chengdu Chinese, however, T contrasts with Th, as we find minimal pairs like toe, which mean a unit of dry measure for grain, versus tho, which mean to tremble. The same is true in Thai, where tam, which means 2 pound, contrasts with tham, which means to do, establishing a phonemic distinction of T and Th. When a native English speaker tries to learn Chengdu Chinese or Thai, she will find the distinctions extremely awkward to replicate, despite the fact that she herself has always used both these sounds. The problem is that whereas a totally new and unfamiliar sound simply has to be learned from scratch, and old sounds in a new roles further processes of adjustment. In perceptual terms, it is again easier to hear a completely new sounds, which will initially be extremely easy to perceive because it is very unfamiliarity, than to learn distinguish two sounds which have conceptually been considered as one and same. For example, a Korean who has R and L as allophone of a single phoneme with R purges between vowels and L everywhere else will make errors in learning English, finding minimal pairs like lot and rot highly counterintuitive and tending to produce L at the beginning of both, but R immediately in both of lolly and lorry. A combination of unlearning and learning are needed to get those patterns right. So that's all about our explanations about the phoneme system, same but different, from Group 2. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.